So you want to create a profitable digital offer, and the key word here is profitable, right? But you're not sure what to sell. Maybe you're a multi-hyphenate and you're passionate about many things and you can't decide what to focus on, or maybe you're confused about where to start. Don't worry. Thinking about exactly what you should be selling online takes a little bit of brainstorming. And I don't know about you, but I like to know that whenever my work meets the world, it's earning me some coins, because the word business after the word small should count for a heck of a lot. So, what if there was a way to lean into your special brand of genius, ensuring that whatever digital offer you created was something people wanted so much that when you did launch it, it would be a wild success? Would you want that for yourself? If that sounds like a whole lot of possible, then hang on, because by the end of this video, you'll have 4 steps you can deploy right away to make sure your digital offer, when you release it into the world, you're doing so in the best manner possible. Hey, if we have not met, I am Judette. I left a career in journalism to start a PR agency, and before I blinked, it became wildly successful, and with a team of 35, I served Fortune 500 companies. Then I wanted to work from a place of peace and less hustle, so I followed a new dream and I became a digital product creator and entrepreneur and educator who is just dead set passionate on teaching small business owners and creatives like you how to turn your knowledge into income and build a profitable online business. If that sounds like you, stick around and give this video a like and subscribe, or hit the notification bell. I'd love to grow my channel with your support, which means that I can continue to add more value to you as you grow your own online business. So let's get into the jam. Let's talk about step number 1. Step number 1 is to really zone in on your specific area of genius. We all have one, right? That thing that you know and do better than anyone else. That when you do it, you could sit down for hours and hours and it doesn't feel like work. That thing has become your signature and everybody regards you as the expert. Well, that very thing you've always taken for granted is like gold for others and can be packaged into a digital offer. And all I really mean is that you can package what you know into a course, a template, a guidebook, a membership, a subscription, a downloadable. However you decide to package your expertise, the main aim with your digital offer should be to improve the ideal customers' lives and, of course, to earn an income from doing so. Now, if you are a multi-hyphenate, which means you're really good at many things, as I said before, and you can't decide what offer to send off into the world, hands up here, I want to share something with you that will never steer you wrong. Sell one thing at a time. Get really good and then begin to add or release more products, more services to your portfolio. That way you're not running around like a crazy rabbit and your energy is focused on one area of genius at a time. Plus, you will build credibility way faster when you're known for that singular thing, and from there you can branch off. Okay, so click the like button if that makes any sense at all to you in the current way you approach your offers and the things that you offer and bring into the world. Okay, so once you narrow in on which part of your expertise you want to commoditize or monetize online, the second step, and this is my real come to Jesus moment, my friend, because whenever I teach this, people get up from their seats and begin to sing the hallelujah. It's a real revelation. So step number 2, when you're transforming your digital offer, your first digital offer, you have to know if the offer you're thinking about putting out into the world, does it solve a specific problem and for whom? Now, I'm sure you've already heard the words target audience before. Let me know below in the comments if you have. Well, I want you to think about your offer as if it is serving like one person or one category of folks. And these folks all share the same pain points, the desires, and they may even share the same objections, because catering your digital offer, product, or service so that it appeals to everybody is a surefire way to talk to no one in particular. When you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. I know that sounds crazy and I get a lot of pushback on this, but I am standing 10 toes down on this one, because at the end of the day, you need to connect your offer to your ideal audience. It does not matter if your offer is for busy entrepreneurs, if it's for big-hearted creatives, millennial moms, or single fathers. You will need a community to stay connected with, and you need to find your ideal customer and know how to communicate with him or her. That's why you need to know who you serve really intimately. You need to have a solid idea of who your offer is for. If this still confuses you, don't worry. I have a free workbook that will help you get very clear on this. Just comment free workbook below and I'll make sure and send it to you. Now that you have an idea of what you want to sell online and you know who you are serving, your third step is to understand their deepest desires. It's not good enough to just know the demographic and the age. You've got to dive into understanding their hearts and their minds. You've got to know what we digital entrepreneurs called their deepest desires. I say that like I made it up, but it's just what it's called. There ain't nothing sexy about it, but everything strategic surrounds it. So what you want to do is to identify the deep desires within your audience that you can tap into and showcase your offer as a product or solution that soothes that desire. You know that phrase, you don't know what he or she is going through until you walk in their shoes? Well, that applies here too, but this time it's to your potential customers' shoes. To do this, you have to ask yourself why. Why would they buy what you have to sell, and how would they feel after they bought it? Because by satisfying their deepest desires, you are also transforming them and allowing them to reach a state of high satisfaction to have something that they always truly wanted or desired. So let me pull out my bingo card and turn a mirror onto this very video that you are watching and the reason why you're watching it. First up, I knew who I wanted to watch this video. I wanted you, right? I wanted people who saw themselves getting streams of passive income via offering a digital product or service on the internet. I wanted people who were yearning to monetize their expertise and turn their knowledge into income. They did not necessarily want to be popular. They wanted to be profitable. They didn't want to make $1 million on Instagram. They wanted to make 4, 5, 6, 7 extra figures, and they wanted to define what was enough for them. And that's why you're here, because I understood who you were and I wanted you to leave here better informed about digital offers and what it takes to create one. I wanted you to leave here better than when you first came in. So I tapped into your desires with my headline, my thumbnail, my copy, my website, maybe you visited it, my newsletter. However you discovered me, I already knew that you were my people because I understood what you desired, and I also understood what was keeping you back, your roadblocks and your fears. Nothing beats this kind of information. Writing down your ideal customers, their desires and objections, so you know off the bat the kind of messaging that works best with your offer, that the kind that will live rent-free in your customer's head. I swear that is the best kind of marketing. All right, so we'll move on to step 4, and we're close to the end now, so let's zoom in for a second. The 4th step is, what free thing are you going to be giving away at the top of your funnel that will connect to your paid digital offer, which is at the bottom of your funnel? Got that? The top of your funnel and the bottom of your funnel. I know this sounds like a mouthful, but I promise you, it is not difficult to figure out, as the main focus of your free digital offer is to take people from being just a browser to being a buyer of your digital product or service. Now, if you're new to my channel, you may know that this is really the area where I thrive and excel in. I will do my absolute best to condense 2 decades of marketing experience into just a few minutes, so stick with me. Okay, so now you have an idea of what area of your genius you need to turn into an offer. I want you to think about spider webbing it out to your lead magnet, which is simply your free offer. I thought the best way to explain this is by giving an example. So I'm borrowing something from Jasmine Stahl, who is one of my online mentors. So let's say you're a travel agent and you sell safari packages. That's your paid product. People pay money for you to book their flights and provide the best safari experiences. You already have this set up as your online business, as your paid offer. Now, you want to create an offer that will get you leads, that will get you customers who will pay for your product. You don't want to do cold calls or cold emails or throw all your budget behind ads. Well, you can use a free digital offer to bring in warm leads and convert them. This is going to feel like a full circle moment for you because we're going to put together all the steps that you just learned in the past 6 or 7 minutes. Because if you're a travel agent who wants to bring in leads to your safari experience, you have to ask yourself a series of questions like, what is my dream customer wanting to do? What is their budget? Where are they coming from? You're having all these loose ideas floating around in your head, right? And then you're going to ask yourself, what is getting in their way of planning their dream trip? Let's say they really want to go on a safari, but they feel intimidated by the process or they fear for their lives and their safety. By tapping into their deepest desires and objections, you can put on a class about planning a safari, or you can create a free checklist of 30 things you need to consider before deciding if a safari is your dream vacation. At the end of the checklist, you may consider having a link to book a free 30-minute consultation with you where you can sell your safari package. See what I did there? I created a way to link a paid offer to a free offer that could bring you even more leads. Now, a freebie or a lead magnet can be a quick win. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be freaking good. Like so amazing, because that's how you are going to get your warm leads to flow into your paid offer. Now, this might all look as if I am working backwards, because for a lot of people, you would think that you would start with your free offer first, but that's often where a lot of my students, that's where they go wrong and get stuck. Because my belief is that you should start where it is easiest to do so, in your own backyard, in your own area of genius. And then you can decide on a free offer that links everything together in an ecosystem, which is why I recommend you do this in over 4 steps before you start to think about building your landing page or working with your developer. By the time you start to get to that point, you are so confident because you would have already have a deep, intimate understanding, an idea for your business. Now, I'm not going to sit here and stand here and tell you that once you take these 4 steps that the money is going to be rolling in and you're going to be a millionaire earning all this revenue. I'm going to be honest with you. You will need to put together your landing page and your funnel and your systems, but thinking about these systems is really like brain mapping, and it can be a deeply rewarding experience because not only will you know exactly what your profitable offer could be, you will already have a deep understanding about who you serve, the messaging that will move your leads from curiosity to interest to purchase, just because you took the time to understand their desires and objections. So go figure out these 4 steps. Take your time. This is the time for you to dream big and envision what your profitable offer is going to be, and to start building out your offer, even if it's on paper at first, because you will need to know all these facts. Okay, so if you're still hanging around, I recommend you watching this video. I talk more about lead magnets, and I go through 4 steps that you need to take to show you literally how you can build a lead magnet of your own in 4 easy steps. Hint, you can do this. Thank you so much for watching. As I always say, I can't wait to see you on the next video. Mwah, I love you. Take good care. Bye.